Hello, 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 hello. My name is Claire. Welcome back to my channel, Cool Claire ASMR. So, for today's video, I have a little thrifty / card shop haul for you. It's just kind of a cumulative haul of my last big stretch of off days. So I had a 7-day off streak, and that was magical, but it was over Father's Day weekend, so I decided to go visit my parents and spend some time with them. And we hit up flea markets and thrift stores and card shops, and I have a respectable haul. It's not super big, but just like some cute stuff to show you. And I just thought I would pop in and spend some time with you, and let's relax and hang out, basically. So the first place we went was just like a standard thrift store, and I got one thing there. I got this copy of Jeanette McCurdy's autobiography called I'm Glad My Mom Died, which is a very attention-grabbing title. But this came out a few years ago, so you might have heard about it. But a little background, if you don't know who Jeanette McCurdy is, she is a former child actor on Nickelodeon. She played Sam on iCarly, and I grew up watching iCarly religiously, so I saw Sam or Jeanette a lot growing up. And this book basically details how abusive and awful her mom was towards her. And I think it also gets into some creepy aspects about Nickelodeon, because like the main showrunner for a lot of Nickelodeon shows definitely has like some questionable things going on the sidelines. So Dan Schneider, I think his name is. So I think she talks about that as well. But since it's something I grew up with, I'm definitely curious to get the full story, not just the highlights from when it first came out. And I love thrifting so much because this was $5.99, which is a little expensive, I guess, for a secondhand book, but it is a pretty new condition. It just has this like little crease on the cover, and it's hardback. But I say that because originally this was sold for $27.99, almost $30. It's a little crazy. You can tell I don't buy hardback books very often. So I was very happy to see this hanging out. And then after that store, we hit up some flea markets, and I found a few good things. So the first thing I picked up was a little pack of stickers, which I have removed them from the pack at this point. But what caught my attention was this sheet at the top here with this little paper doll sticker on it. And she has a little nurse outfit that you can make. So I was very excited about that. And it came with 3 sheets. This little pack was $2. So it came with 3 sheets of that same thing, same outfits and everything. And I was envisioning using this for my junk journal because I have been very into doing a junk journal lately, like all the girls online basically. But I thought those could be super cute for that. But it also randomly came with some Christmas stickers. So I have like some Christmas gift stickers, like don't open until December 25th. And then also these, and it's obviously like all vintage, which is very cool. And some wreaths and candy cane with mistletoe and some presents. So just one sheet of each of those. And then it came with 2 sheets of this little kid with an armful of presents, also obviously Christmas themed. So all that for $2. I'm not complaining. At the same place, I got this little pack of Batman Returns cards for my boyfriend. So along with Pokemon cards, we are also just collecting random vintage packs that we find because I don't know, it's just kind of a shame how old this is and no one's like looked at the cards. So we both felt like we would just like to have a book of just like random stuff we find at the flea market while we're out traveling. We actually went to Phoenix, Arizona for my birthday weekend, and we were flea marketing there, and we found this pack called Dinosaur Returns, some like old TV show ones, some Looney Tunes ones. So we got our collection jump started, but he loves Batman, so excited to see what's in here. This was $5. And a lot of the packs we got on the Phoenix trip had packs of gum in them. Ancient gum from the 80s. Luckily it hadn't like ruined any of the cards, but yeah, kind of crazy to think about. That's just been in there all that time. And then the last thing I got at the same shop was this little Cardinals baseball Ozzie Smith card, which St. Louis is a very important city to me, so when I saw some Cardinals stuff, I looked through and I got Ozzie Smith. He's an all-star player for the Cardinals, and I just really liked this photo also. His vintage bomber jacket's really cool, just a cool like headshot picture. And I like the little all-star on there. And then it just has some stats on the back, but this is also for our random card book. And this was $1. Let's see. And then the next day we also went to the flea market and I found these cute little Pokemon figurines. This whole second half of the video is going to be all Pokemon. So these were each like $4, I think, which, I don't know, seems a little overpriced, but I really wanted them. So my favorite starter is Bulbasaur. I'm sure you've gathered that if you've watched any of my Pokemon stuff. And my boyfriend's is Squirtle. So there was a Bulbasaur and a Squirtle, so I got them both. On here it says these guys are from 2020, so I don't know what they were from, but they're so cute. And they're like a little sparkly, I don't know if you can tell. But I really like this Bulbasaur because it's pretty unique with his little vines, popping up. It just looks really cool. And then the little Squirtle just is so happy. So I got those little guys. We have a whole like Pokemon shelf with our cards and those Time magazines that had the Pokemon on the cover, so those will go perfectly. I also, of course, already have some Bulbasaur figurines, so yeah. This whole last bit of the video is all gonna be Pokemon cards, so if you're not interested, I understand, but there is some cool art, so if you like art at all, you might like it. The first thing, so I find going to the card shop is kind of like thrifting because it's all secondhand cards for the most part. Obviously they have packs and stuff, but people sell their collections for the shop, they resell it. They have a lot of bulk cards that people don't want, and everyone's collecting different things, so I usually can find some cards that I want in the bulk cards. So first things first, I got some penny sleeves, which are just those like thin plastic sleeves, which is just like good to help your cards stay in better condition in your binders so they won't like melt into the plastic of the binder over time. So I just got a bunch of those because I need to sleeve a bunch of cards, but while this is not interesting, I thought maybe it would make good sounds. Try to do like a very gentle crinkle. But anyway, so first category is Bulbasaur. So at one card shop, I just got this single card of Bulbasaur in flowers, and that was just really cute. I'm species collecting every Bulbasaur card, or attempting to, and this was one I needed, so picked that up. That was like $6, so a little expensive for a single card. A lot of these were just around $1 or less. I also got this vintage Bulbasaur in Japanese. I have him in English and in German, but since this is like the original Bulbasaur card design, I'm trying to get every version, every language of it, so I just needed that one. And I like the old school back for the Japanese card. It's pretty cool. And then I also got this vintage design of Ivysaur, which is the next evolution. And see, it just has the, I guess it's a reprint. Well, obviously it's a reprint, right? But that's the like American back. And then my crowning jewel, kind of an expensive card, but I found it for below market price, is this full art Bulbasaur card. And I love this card so much with some Pidgeys. Sitting on a window ledge, sunning itself, and has all the plants around it in a little hollow. So this is one of the full arts that I still needed, and oh, it's just so cute. I love that card. And then we'll kind of rapid fire through some of these. So a book that I'm working on right now is like a couples, like this is you and me kind of like cheesy thing. I saw it on Instagram and I was like, yes, I want to do that. So I found just some like basic cards for the book with my boyfriend. And so the first one is this picnic basket because our first date was a picnic, so I just thought that was cute. And then we have Galarian Wheezing, which is just hilarious. I don't know what order these are in. Oh, okay. So this Drifloon, but it has some Raichus in the corner, so that's us. And then these Almastars are like in like kind of like a desolate little area, and I just thought that was funny. And then these little guys, it's Shellos, yeah. So the female and male version of that Pokemon, and then the jellyfish, Jellicent, that also has the very clearly gendered ones, so like that. And then Capsicid, I just like these little gremlin guys. My boyfriend says that I have my goblin mode when I'm just like super goofy and like energetic, so that just reminded me of that. So those are all of those for our book. And then another thing that I'm collecting is all the cards by, I have to look at her name again, by Yuka Mori, which is a regular artist for the Pokemon card game. And instead of illustration, she does clay sculpture of Pokemon, which is so cool, and like puts them out in the world and will take a photograph. So I'm collecting all those cards, so I just want to quickly show you the ones that I picked up because I just think they're really unique. And I found like 15 of these cards, so. And these were 15 for 5. So I got, or 15, yeah, 15 for 5. So I got like 30 cards at this shop, including the ones that I just showed you were part of that. So that was exciting. I just think they're so cute and detailed. I love that one, little tea guy. I'm a big fan of that one. Okay, that's them all. So I really did well for that collection. And then the last things are just random. Ones I thought were cute, ones that I needed for my Gen 5 collecting, and yeah. So my boyfriend and I have been painting Pokemon cards. I actually just painted one, and I sent it to my friend, so I don't have it here to show you. But I found a new one that I would like to paint, and it's this Vampy card with the little teddy. Is it Teddy Ursa? I forgot his name, but with the little teddy bear, and I just thought that would be cute to extend this and like do some more pillows. So I got that one to paint. And then I think this is the Lily card. Yeah, Lily and Cosmog card. I have a counterpart to this one where Cosmog is like crying and like in Lily's bag that my friend gave me, so I just got this one to go with it. And then we have Kyogre. I like this card because the trainers are like swimming next to Kyogre, and Kyogre is just one of my favorite legendaries. And then Gen 5, Reshiram, and Zekrom, right? Yeah. These 25 anniversary cards that I need for my Gen 5 collection. And then these 3 are just like base cards. So the Pokemon Black and White. like new series is releasing soon, and there's so many good full art cards. So for my Gen 5 collection, I'm trying to focus on cards from that series when it comes out. But I thought these were really cute basic cards for these Pokemon. I like that it's like dusting the lamp with its tail and pouring a cup of coffee from its head, and the Pokemon's called Panpour, so that's perfect. And then I just thought this Oshawott was cute. Oshawott was the first starter I ever played on a Pokemon game, so I just wanted to grab that card even though I already have an Oshawott card. And then last but not least, my parents and I went to Walmart just to get some groceries, but they actually had packs of Destined Rivals there. So I got two packs and my dad got one. And I'm just going to show you one of the cards I pulled because it's a good one. I pulled this full art Giovanni and Meowth card in this super cute style. And I love this card. I was so excited to pull full art. It's always thrilling when that happens. And just finding the Destined Rivals pack, they've been picked over and super hard to find. Just like not for a huge upsale either, because I have seen them at card shops, but they're just so expensive. So like $15 for a pack is crazy. I paid $5 for these packs at Walmart, so that was just my crowning jewel pull from that. But that is really all I have to show you. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, and hopefully I will be back soon. I want to do some more artsy videos, maybe some collage or more ASMR this journal with me, because we did that a while ago and that was a lot of fun. So if there's anything specific you want to see from me, always open to suggestions. No promises I'll do them though. But thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I hope you have a good day.